You know, people ask me what I do every day, and I tell them, well, I go outside and I find out what we have to do every day. I have 3 boys. It's just important to me that these boys have something to get up every morning and do something. And between the chores of sheep and chickens and that sort of thing, they have a structure, a balance to their life as far as play and work. Plus, there's nothing saying you can't make work fun, and that's what we try to do, is just to be mellow and have a good time. The fun part about ranching is that every day is a little different. There are cycles to ranching, and June is a month to fix everything from calving and do a little fencing and spraying a few weeds. And then, you know, the cycle changes, and then we move into haying, and then there's a whole lot of running machinery, and then the cycle changes and into fall, and we work cows again, and then the cycle changes and we move into winter and wean calves and feeding them and making sure things stay healthy.
The land is our bread and butter. You know, I feel like ranchers are the original conservationists before it was even a term. Our family wouldn't still be here 110 years later if the land wasn't taken care of. Grazing, making the decisions during a drought to cut your numbers so you're not overstressing the resource. The land is everything, and we depend on it, and it depends on us. There's a lot of times we say we don't own the ranch, it owns us.
Everything's partnerships. You have partnerships with your accountant, you have partnerships with your lawyer, mechanic. There's no end to the partnerships it takes to run a place. If you think that you're gonna not work with the state government or the federal government, I think you're missing out on a good resource as far as, you know, education and outreach. So I think it's important to work with them. A bird monitoring project popped up about 3 years ago, and they've been coming out monitoring on our place. And there's just an amazing amount of diversity in birds. The education and the partnerships that you can learn just from something like that, pretty impressive.
You know, we have a very strong relationship with the state agency. If you were to look at a map of the land we utilize, it's like a checkerboard out there. We can't treat state land differently than we treat ours because it's all intermingled and connected. We feel very fortunate to have the opportunity to be land stewards, and we treat it all as if it were deeded to us.